What if I told you there was a time when every city in the world had its own time? No standard, no time zones, just confusion. And the reason time zones exist today is because something went terribly wrong. Before time zones, people simply followed the sun. When the sun was directly above, it was noon. It sounds simple, but it created a strange problem. Every city had a slightly different time. So when it was 12 o'clock in one place, it could be 12:10 somewhere else, or even 11:50 in another city nearby. At first, this didn't matter. People lived locally, traveled slowly, and rarely needed to worry about time beyond their own town. But everything changed when the world started moving faster. In the 1800s, trains were introduced, and suddenly people could travel between cities much quicker than ever before. That's when the problem began. Each city followed its own local time, and train schedules became chaotic. A train leaving one city at a certain time would arrive in another city where the clocks didn't match. Passengers missed trains, schedules didn't make sense, and worse, accidents started to happen. In some cases, trains collided because their timing was based on different local clocks. Time itself had become dangerous. Then came a man named Sandford Fleming, who experienced this confusion firsthand after missing a train due to inconsistent time. He realized something needed to change. Instead of every city having its own time, he proposed a bold idea. What if the entire world was divided into sections, and each section shared the same standard time? It sounded simple, but it would completely change how the world worked. At first, people resisted. Changing time felt unnatural. After all, time was something people believed came from nature, not something humans could control. But the chaos continued, and eventually the world had no choice. In 1884, world leaders gathered at the International Meridian Conference to solve the problem once and for all. They divided the Earth into 24 time zones, each representing 1 hour. They also chose a starting point for measuring time, a place called Greenwich in England. From that moment on, time was no longer just based on the sun. It became something organized, structured, and controlled. But here's something most people don't realize. Time zones are not perfectly straight lines. If you look at a map, they bend, shift, and zigzag across countries. That's because time is not just about science, it's also about politics. Countries adjusted their time zones to match their needs, align with neighbors, or improve trade and communication. Some places even use unusual time differences that don't follow the standard 1-hour pattern. This means the time you follow every day is not purely natural. It's a system created by humans. Today, time zones control almost everything in our lives. They determine when we wake up, work, travel, and communicate with the rest of the world. Without them, modern life would fall into chaos. Flights would miss schedules. Businesses would fail to coordinate. Global communication would become almost impossible. So the next time you check your clock, remember this. You're not just looking at time. You're looking at a system created to keep the world in sync. Because without it, everything would fall apart. This is Tales by Sora, where even time has a story.